We hope to see you again. So visit us online or have a ticket for availability of any future Trailblazers games.
And we're on live.
The bustling city of Portland, Oregon. This is the backdrop for our broadcast setting tonight. Well, and as things get... Thank you for that, David. You think back to when AI made his debut at the end of last season. Just a whirlwind of time for him, guys.
You know, it must have felt like being dropped onto a moving treadmill. I mean, and being asked to keep pace. I mean, I'm sure AI will appreciate having a more typical start to his first full NBA season.
Entirely new group here for Portland. Collins checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Leonard comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Jake Layman's checked in for Evan Turner. And Stauskas subbed in for McCullough. So the Lakers 5 right now. Chandler out there with Beasley. That's Lance Stevenson. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's AI in at the 2. Ball kicks to AI. Clock at 6. Fires high post. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Well, you think back to AI's first game in the NBA and the situation he came into. Team on the verge of the playoffs, but sadly they couldn't get it done.
And AI did everything he could in his chance, but it just wasn't in the cards for that team. As hard as taking a loss in that game might have been, I think it matured everyone on that roster. You live and learn.
Back to Stauskas. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Trailblazers lead by 19. AI kicks the ball. Beasley against Leonard. Stolen by Collins. And now Portland on the break. Here's Stauskas. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Stauskas has got his second bucket of the night. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
Trailblazers leading by 19. Right wing takes the 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Stauskas has got 9 points.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
And it's Ball in the corner. 6 to shoot. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Ball really has what I call rush hour handles. He can go where he wants to with the ball, even against pressure. Really good at maneuvering through defenses.
Here's Collins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
First one falls for him.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And that is always a good recipe for offensive efficiency and a key to their lead tonight.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. To the middle. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
Yeah, and Chandler, a difference maker defensively. The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also gobbles up those rebounds.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard
A lot of responsibility when things go bad.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, everything is sharp. I mean, nothing forced, precise passes, taking care of the ball. That's good stuff.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, we've got Chandler. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Beasley. Then it's AI, and it's Ball in at the guard position. And Lillard kicks to Collins. Here's Stauskas. Back to Collins. Out left to the wing. And Nick Stauskas, good for three. Stauskas has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Trailblazers. Well, this is something that Kobe has said in the past with the Lakers organization. It is championship or bust.
Well, I think you need that type of culture and mentality to have a chance to win championships. I believe the Lakers have done a good job of maintaining that mentality throughout the years.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. The Lakers second.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. Shoots it. That one off the back iron and out.
Tyson.
Caldwell-Pope with it. Kicks the ball. Pass to AI. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Lakers.
And they've pretty much ignored the corner three tonight. It's a useful shot to have. It really forces the D out wide and opens things up in the middle.
The pass to Leonard. Over Beasley. Leonard, no luck. It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
AI dishes to Chandler. Now, here's Ball. Not a lot of room. The shot missing.
Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
Well, Damian Lillard has never been one to doubt himself, and when he plays, he exudes confidence.
Has a short-term memory, which allows him to keep attacking even after he's missed a few. And that's the mentality you have to have on offense. He might be as good as any other guard in this game.
And the Lakers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. Timeout called the Lakers.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
Caldwell-Pope kicks to AI. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Passes it to Collins. He dishes it to Lillard. Sinks the triple. Lillard's got 14 points.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Chandler kicks to Beasley. Drains the three-pointer. Beasley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's been excellent thus far, Kevin, but it still hasn't been enough to get them the lead.
Rondo against Lillard. Pass to Stauskas. A floater, and the layup is up and in. He's got 14.
Stauskas is a tough player to match up with for a lot of reasons. I mean, he shoots it well, he drives it well, he draws contact, but he's especially dangerous when he's dropping in these soft floaters.
And here's Caldwell Pope. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
You got to give respect to Caldwell Pope's mid-range jump shot. He's got the green light to take this shot, and that green light is always on.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Clark, a favorite topic of yours. Great rebounders, glass eaters as you call them. Who's the best at creating those important... And so it's Portland controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point... Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter bet. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this. Some changes here for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for JaVale McGee. And AI is subbed in for Josh Hart. McCollum, left side. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Nurkic is out there with Aminu, and it's Turner in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up to the Portland Trail Blazers. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And finished off by Nurkic.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
Yeah, you know, the refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Nurkic with the steal. Here's Lillard. Can't hit that one.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Lakers trail by 17. Knocked loose. And that one's good by LeBron.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Turner inside. James covering. The shot by Turner no good.
He's been terrible. Absolutely awful. I mean, can't get it going. His shot isn't there right now. He's got to help him some other ways.
Trailblazers leading by 15. McCollum finds Lillard. Back to McCollum. Aminu, the pass to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Rondo on the double team. Shoots from 14. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists now tonight. Lakers trail by 17. Offside Rondo. AI outside to the paint. He's looking for James and finds him. Makes it off the glass. LeBron's got 4 points this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Back to McCollum. Takes a 3. And another 3 for Portland.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Caldwell Pope against Turner. Caldwell Pope dishes to James, and they get it back. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, just hitting a reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. And so it's Portland winning this one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a...
I mean, you know, it was a learning experience, that's for sure. There's a lot of great guys in this team, guys that have been great to give me advice, helpful, and help me to get ready for whatever the NBA is going to throw at me.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. In tonight's game, Carmelo Anthony, one of the top scorers in the history of the NBA.
History?
Yeah.
Wow, that's right. That's right.
No,
That's
deep
right.
Fans, be here for Mascot Mania. All fans in attendance will receive a poster of the Lakers mascot.
It's game time in Los Angeles. From the Staples Center, all the crowd ready to go as they look to cheer on the Lakers. This is Kevin Harlan. Now it's ended out. Tremendously competitive with great attention to detail, David. Thanks. You know, Chris, I don't know if we can call it unexpected, but a couple highly regarded rookies have struggled so far to begin the year right out of the gate.
You have to learn your way in here. Just because you were great on one level does not guarantee.
It's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And so in the game for the Rockets, Gordon is at the 2 with Green playing the 3. Ennis out there with Nene, and it's Rivers in at the 1. Count the basket. Beasley's got his second bucket tonight.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Rivers against Ball. Here's Rivers. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. Rebound the Lakers. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
And it might not be the rivalry that a lot of the conference matchups are, but who knows? Maybe this is the year it heats up a little bit.
Rivers kicks to Gordon. The Rockets with another miss. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's AI. Here's Chandler, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Oh, tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Ennis, covered by Beasley. Chandler with the steal. Ball against Rivers. Back to Green from past the arc. No good. And the Lakers going the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, it was a coin flip game. Both teams had chances to win. They pushed them as far as overtime. They ran out of gas.
There's Gordon with the 3. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Cold quarter for him, ice cold. I mean, it may be time to give him a breather. Maybe someone off the bench can give him a spark.
Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
Well, that's what you have to do. Stay in the moment. Keep grinding.
Outside Gordon to end the cold streak. A three-pointer is right on target. Gordon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets 1 to go.
Stevenson passes to AI. Stevenson against Green. Just his first attempt. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And that one, good.
That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Well, we've got a minute now. Let's hear what it was like for AI in his first NBA game.
I look back on it, and it was just...
And that first game must have been a whirlwind for him.
Joining the team when he did with that much on the line, that's a lot of pressure to drop anyone into. AI showed, though, he could handle it and proved to be an asset.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Beasley out there with Chandler. Then it's AI. Then it's Ball, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. The Lakers have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. And both free throws good for AI. Chris, you had a lengthy NBA career. From what you observed, talk about the differences in how various coaches hold practices and try to teach?
You just want to keep guys motivated. You want guys to listen and then execute. And whatever you can do to get their ear, gain their trust, and then get them to go out there and execute. So if you're on a veteran team, you may have a smaller practice but with more intensity. Maybe you only practice an hour of live work going back and forth and scrimmaging, whereas if you're a young team, you might be able to expect 2 hours of scrimmaging every day. Do the players understand the culture? Do they understand the tenets of the offense and the defense? And usually coaches coach by that need and necessity of the team as opposed to just having one structure. And so in Washington, we had 3 a-days during training camp, as opposed to in Sacramento later in my career, it would be 1 practice because we're all old. We need to make sure that we get the most intensity out of this practice and then save our legs for the game.
Back to ball. Stolen by Rivers. And it's the Rockets on the break. Green kicks to Nene. Ennis with the ball. Working on Beasley. Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Chandler's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's AI. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. AI's got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers. And for Houston, they're shooting 30. %, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Rivers dishes to Gordon. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. Timeout called the Rockets.
I mean, you talk about the mystique and allure of Los Angeles. The Lakers are undoubtedly the #1 show in LA. Truly one of the great franchises in the NBA.
And here are the numbers for Rivers. How he did last season. Averaged about 15 points a game last season. 4 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
Gordon, the pass to Ennis. Over Beasley. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Ennis. And with the legacy and the history of the Los Angeles Lakers comes the pressure to win.
Well, for the organization, they have to be the best. I mean, they have no qualms about going out and going to get a big-time free agent. The players up to the front office, everyone in LA feels the pressure to win.
And the Lakers tack on 2 more. Rockets trail by 10. Rivers scanning the floor. Gordon kicks to Ennis. From deep, Green. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Green's got 5 now.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Ball dishes to AI. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Beasley. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Ball against Rivers. To the middle. Green finds Nene. Now here's Ennis. He's guarded closely. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
Well, a high-octane offense in Houston. That's been a staple for any of Mike's shots.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James. And Los Angeles with some changes. Beasley's checked in for JaVale McGee. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for James. And AI is subbed in for Hart. The Rockets also changing it up. Green comes in for Anthony, and it's Rivers in for Chris Paul. So on the floor for Houston. Harden out there with Rivers. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Gerald Green, and it's Tucker in at the 4 spot.
Well, the scrawny strength, the skinny strength of Caldwell-Pope catches defenders by surprise. So good at getting fouled and still finding a way to bury the shot.
And Caldwell-Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Harden surveying the D. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 14 points for the game. And with Caldwell-Pope in his defense, he can guard any type of perimeter player.
Yeah, I mean, he has the long arms to bother small forwards and fast feet to stay with point guards. Really gives a lineup a lot of options in terms of matchups when he's on the floor. Great instincts on defense, and it's very hard to shake as he'll hound you through screens.
We know the guys who can fill it up are in high demand. A lot of guys, Chris, in this game with instant offense.
Oh, yeah, think about Eric Gordon, 6th man of the year, but can let it fly at any time. Of course, Steph Curry, the great Steph Curry. Lou Williams. I got to go to my man, Jamal Crawford. You know, he's getting up there, but Benjamin Butler still Jay crossover, and he's letting it fly. And these are all guys I give it to him and say, I don't care how, just go get me a bucket.
Rondo against Rivers from deep. The Lakers keep it alive, fresh 24. And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Green against Caldwell-Pope. Capella, the pass to Harden. And Tucker kicks to Harden. Back to Tucker. Houston needs to get a shot off. There's Green with the 3. Beasley with the rebound. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Kuzma passes to Rondo. AI outside. His 3-pointers off the mark. Rockets trail by 17. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden, no good.
He's still looking to get into a groove this quarter.
And a wide open look for Rondo. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Rondo's got 9 points.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Yeah, but you have to control the pace. You have to keep it up, keep the tempo. That's how they built this lead.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Brandon Ingram comes in for Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. The Rockets also changing it up. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Ennis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Gordon in for James Harden. And C-Web, so many talk about the 2001 Lakers and how they might be one of the greatest teams to ever play. You saw their talent firsthand. What do you think?
I think they had Kevin, a Hall of Fame coach, 2 of the greatest players to ever play the game. with Shaquille O'Neal and
1:29 left in the game, and it's good for 2. 10 points for Clint Capella.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Lakers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for LeBron.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Caldwell Pope out there with Beasley. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Chandler. And it's AI in at the 2. That's the Laker 5.
And Eric Gordon, the 2017 Sixth Man of the Year award winner. I mean, he has found a home and just been tremendously productive with the Rockets.
And the Rockets making a change here. And this is checked in.
And when he's healthy, Gordon is extremely effective, an incredible scorer who fills up the stat sheet.
Chandler kicks to AI. The pass to Caldwell Pope. Lakers passing it around. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Clint Capella. He misses the free throw. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Gordon. And the second free throw, good. And it's the Rockets with the ball. 19-point game. Green deciding where to go with it. Capella, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, man, Capella absolutely destroys the opposition on the offensive glass, using that gigantic body of his to snag down second chance opportunity.
Ball kicks to Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
The drive by Anthony, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his fourth personal foul. Penalty situation. At the line for the Rockets, Carmelo Anthony taking 2 shots.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here is ball. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying,
Oh, hey, AI.
What's up?
Griff has a few questions for you. Right this way.
Okay, sure. Yo, what's up, Griff? Yeah, I'd say the biggest thing is the support I've been getting from the fans. You know, they've been cheering me on since day one, and I've been working hard to give them a return on their investment.
Man of the...
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh, you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Lakers in Los Angeles. The Lakers come into this one after the win against the Rockets at Toyota Center. That game was a dominant performance. Always nice to win one going away, but it's just one game, and they'll be ready to go tonight. And already the grind of the new season starting to show. Shaq, how do you...
AI, good luck out there.
A reminder that you can still join us for
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. So for the Lakers, their last game a win against the Houston Rockets. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
And I know the defense wasn't.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge out on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, we know how much of a trailblazer LeBron James has been. He's taken...
You're right, D.A. He wants rings and nothing less. In the early part of the season, Steve, if the chemistry isn't working, what can you do to try to fix that chemistry issue?
You know, obviously the general manager and the coaches, this is where they have to be communicating amongst one another, and they have to have a great feel. Because if it's not working, and this is where you have to look at maybe benching some guys or possibly trading somebody. But that's where communication comes in. You got to have it from management to coaching to players.
Players want to know, don't they? They don't want to be left in the dark. At least they want to know the lay of the land for them.
Most of the great organizations, the communication's out front, and that's what players love. They love the trust factor from management to coaches to organizations.
And the starting group for the Spurs, DeRozan and Gay, the wing. And here's Mills. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Beasley with the steal. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
They need to start taking care of the basketball. Careless play since the opening tip.
Here is Forbes. There's the pass to Mills. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now for an update on Pau Gasol from David Aldridge. Dave, what'd you find out?
And the news is pretty good. It does not look like a severe injury. That is a bitter pill for them to swallow so early in the season. It clearly changes the look of this team going forward, Kevin.
Thanks for checking in, D.A. Injuries are always tough to deal with, but they're just a fact of life in the NBA.
And he'll have a lot of support as he goes through the recovery process. They want him back as soon as possible.
And we know how much better they'll be as a team when he's out of those street clothes and back in uniform.
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Lakers second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And Smitty, the three-point shot last season, not the Spurs' best friend.
They rarely shoot a ton of threes, but the ones they take, they usually make at a high clip. They had a new starting point guard, and Kawhi Leonard only played 9 games. That won't help.
Here's Forbes. No good on the triple. Lakers trail by 5. Here's AI. And again, the Lakers no good. Up top, Mills. He's covered by Ingram. Pass to Forbes. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Elbow shot is on the way. And it's AI missing. Spurs leading by 5. Now here's Mills. 11 points for him in that last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Back to Pirtle. To the middle. Here's Pertinis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Beasley. For San Antonio, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great.
Hello. Okay. Playing some
About
mycareer.
77%.
Appreciate
as a
you
team.
all been watching. If not,
And
that's
after
cool.
the Lakers landed LeBron, the talk was about if they would add Kawhi Leonard as well. Ultimately, it didn't happen. And Lakers want to keep their young guns in the end. And LeBron has said he felt that the team was ready without Kawhi and came to the Lakers because of that youthful core they had in place.
AI kicks to Beasley. Fades. No good there. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
Yeah.
This, their
This guy.
first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And we'll see if anything's different this year because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
Just 5 on the clock. Steps back and shoots. And that one goes long.
By rebound.
Lakers
I had
trail
my
by
stats
7.
here. Don't mess with me. Scream.
AI with it. Last time out, he had 14
Oh
points.
shit! I meant to pass.
Ingram kicks to Stevenson.
Run the play.
Off
Yeah.
to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Hang in there.
.110 left in the first quarter. Here is Forbes. Here's Pertinis. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact.
It's not
And
cool.
he'll go to the line for 2. Well, with Kawhi Leonard gone, a new era for the Spurs. Even with the addition of DeMar DeRozan, San Antonio looks to be entering their most significant rebuild in decades.
Yeah, but at least they were able to get a star in DeRozan. Now, I would call it more of a reload than a rebuild for the Spurs. Still a lot of talent to work with on that roster.
It's stolen by Bellinelli. Lets it
Stopped
go
too
with a
fast,
3. The
you
shot's
can
good
stop
from
that.
Forbes. Forbes has got a couple of threes now in the first with the Spurs. Ingram outside. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And how about the deceptive strength of Ingram, just willing his shots in over the defense.
Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Trailblazers. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Birtle, the pass to Bellinelli. Here is Forbes.
Shoot
Birtle
that.
kicks to Mills. Passes it to
Damn.
Forbes. Just 5 to
Center.
shoot. No good on the 3. Ingram left side. Caldwell-Pope feeling it out a bit. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
And we're seeing a little more of this from KCP, working that in-between area, trying to...
LaMarcus Aldridge has been on display for San Antonio. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And we'll be back with you shortly. DeMar DeRozan last season opened up about...
A lot of people ashamed to talk about it.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue, Kevin Love, following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes, as public figures, can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
You know, sometimes gambling gets you in trouble.
Open.
But in that first quarter, it was just the opposite.
On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Bellinelli. Mills out there with Pirtle, and it's Forbes in at the 2. Now Mills. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Bellinelli from outside the arc. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
A bit
10 feet over my head.
At stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
That gives them the lead. And the Lakers lead by 1.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
Bellinelli passes to Bertans, and he banks in the layup. Bertans got 5.
Attacking on the interior, I like that attitude.
LA's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said, it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks. Ingram outside. Caldwell Pope outside. He kicks to Beasley. Misses the chippy right there.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
On the sideline. I know it's Popovich.
They get a hand on it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope. Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. And we finish one half of basketball. Lakers on top, up by...
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue?
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more.
I'll give you a lopsided.
Los Angeles with some changes. James checked in for JaVale McGee. Josh Hart comes in for Lance Stevenson. And AI is subbed in for Brandon Ingram. They've got AI. Hart is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Rondo and a point guard.
61,
that's the Laker 5. James against Gay.
You guys got some quickness.
The Spurs need to get a shot off here.
I'll play the 1, too.
With the fadeaway. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads get down to 9 in the bucket from LaMarcus Aldridge.
I'm thinking of bigs in this league. Not many have a better in-between game than Aldridge. A 5-star recruit out of high school, Aldridge reportedly asked Shaq for advice about jumping to the NBA. Shaq told him to go to college. A couple years later, Aldridge is drafted the #2 pick overall.
And a high percentage look there, and he takes full advantage. Bumps up the league.
Yeah, the league now is double digits. Some tricky matchups out there. Not a lot of solutions.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs.
No, what the heck?
Pirtle's checked in for Gasol. Bertans comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Lakers leading by 9. And regarding Aldridge, given his success at Texas, sounds like Shaq was right.
Aldridge just needed to develop strength, polish his skills. Hard to say where he would have been drafted right out of high school, but after 2 years of college, he went second.
Well, LeBron making one of the biggest splashes over the summer, signing with the Lakers, and Greg, it happened pretty fast.
And the Lakers front office have been recruiting LeBron hard. LeBron talked with Kobe about his time with the organization and what to expect before making his decision. Kobe's words seem to be a big factor for LeBron.
God, I can't guard him.
Once again, the Mamba doing everything he can to help the Lakers.
Incredible leaper, explosive finisher. DeRozan was one of his acrobatic dunks.
I'm trying.
Outside Rondo. Kicks it to LeBron. Back to Rondo. Shoots a three. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Only problem being the shooting guard.
Here's Mills. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Rajon Rondo. A man who's making a living out of stretching the floor, being in the right position. Certainly that's Patty Mills, Steve.
He's played with the best. He's learned from the best. Over time, he's become a better facilitator. But his bread and butter is that jump shot.
The Lakers making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Forbes checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line.
I don't care if I get
first half, but they've
stats.
gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
On your way? Am I in your way?
The dish to Pirtle. The pass to DeRozan.
That's not good. There's no way I can guard that.
And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right
big
iron
time away
down.
from me.
DeRozan's got 13 points.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
LeBron kicks to AI.
Yeah. Two-man game.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Really, James? Come on.
We have a moment. Let's check the stats for DeRozan.
Back to Cleveland.
Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 23 points a game last year. 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on. His killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
To the paint. Here's James.
Nice. There it is.
It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Well, if you wonder why they're in control of this game, just look at his stats from the field. Solid.
San Antonio calls timeout. LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
It makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in L.A. for high school. LeBron has a lot of business.
And so the Lakers take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David.
I'll play one more. I got to go to bed. Maybe I can simulate like half of me. Yeah, pretty good.
So it's got like 3 layers of meats and cheeses, and then it's all bread.
Yeah, I want to do the most important ones: the shooting and ball handling, passing. One more game.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie
Good.
Johnson here with Shaquille
Lagging.
O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And it's happening out in Phoenix, where the Suns will be going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, a win tonight would make it 3 victories in their first 4 games of the season. That would be a nice little run to start the year. And tonight, 2 teams that love to get in transition.
Yeah. Go. Time is money. Let's do this. Yeah, I don't need this. I don't need to warm up. I'm good. Get it on. Start the game. Fine. 1 warm-up shot. There. I'm done. See, my release was excellent. Doing 100 now.
That's a great look at our location tonight. The home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix.
I like Staples
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David
Waving to the
Aldridge.
refs.
This Arizona crowd. Group substitution here for the
40 seconds
Lakers.
left.
Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for JaVale McGee.
Junior, huh?
AI comes in for
That
Kyle
big shoes to fill with your dad.
Hart, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got LeBron James. Hart is out there with Ball. Then it's AI. And it's Chandler in at the 5, roaming the paint. James left side. Shoots over Holmes. Buries the 7-footer. And it's 8 points for LeBron.
You love the focus from LeBron James. He's near the rim, so he's got to use his size and his skill to full advantage.
Booker, he got some skills.
Booker outside. To the wing on the left. Got it off in time, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. A good.
Game's like, no.
Yeah, we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
It was huge, no doubt, and it seems like they simply can't miss from downtown.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Suns, Oubre out there with Holmes. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Ayton. And it's Booker in at the 1 spot. Doris, for rookies, beyond skill, what attributes do you think they need to have an early shot at success?
Yeah, I think one of the things that you always wonder about, and one of the great players in history, Kevin Garnett, talks about the impact that other older players had on him. Sam Mitchell, when he first arrived in the league, they taught him the work habits necessary to succeed at a high level. So the first thing you'd have to have is commitment to work. And the second thing is the right temperament. An NBA season spans 82 games over 6 months. There will inevitably be ups and downs. And how do you weather both of those things, Kevin?
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
I had played last NBA 2K.
Holmes passes to Booker.
16 for me. Crazy. I tried 17.
Shot clock at 6.
They weren't bad, but outside 3 years is good.
From deep three-point range. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now, here's Bridges. Defense right on him.
No, you're not going to set no
There's
screen
the
on me.
pass to Booker. Now Ayton, just 5 to shoot. Here's Holmes. Nails the baby hook. Holmes got 6. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job at penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
Ball dishes to LeBron. Now with this break, let's check out just how the rebounding has been divided up in this game between the front and backcourt for Los Angeles.
And you can see the guards have been doing more than their fair share on the backboards. And coaches always preach that game rebounding. You can't leak out until you secure the rock.
And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron, one of the best to ever play the game?
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against the Golden State Warriors.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, a testament to how level-headed this group is. Nice job executing on the offensive end of the floor.
You don't know till you try. Yeah, my guy's cold.
Now here's Oubre. D right
out.
on.
Like a close shot or a layup
Booker outside.
Out of that slump. Nothing. Come on.
Over LeBron. Misses off the right eye.
Oh, my stats. I don't
Well,
care
I'll tell you,
what.
still looking for that first three of the second quarter.
There we go.
He had one to open this game in the first.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Oubre. And the Suns miss again.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Want to keep it in the middle.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you
fast,
capitalize on the offensive
either.
end. You simply have to be more patient.
Bridges kicks to Booker.
Shot creator and playmaker. Well-rounded. I like that.
And here's
like
Bridges.
Specialist.
Phoenix, no good that time either. Hart the pass to AI. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Ball with the bucket.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Feeds it to Ayton.
Getting a little bit useless.
Inside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Some changes for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Chandler. And Kyle Kuzma subbed in for James. Here's AI. Back to Ball.
I'm in the wrong spot. Sorry, excuse me. Don't pass it to me now.
From the arc. That's good, and it's his fourth basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Melton passes to Bridges. To the paint.
Shoot, I lost it.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
Ooh, in there.
McGee in the high post. Ball kicks to AI. Top of the key.
I don't have much time.
And that one hits back iron.
Well, what do you expect? I had
3.
2 seconds left to shoot. Fortunately, it's going to be a good shot.
Oubre with it.
I don't have the...
He has 6.
Dribble skills, ball handling skills to get open.
Over Hart. Oubre can't get it to
rebound.
go. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Hart. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Hart's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, nice shot.
Yeah,
he didn't
play
need the
fadeaway
to create separation, though. He was wide open.
Work tomorrow. Yeah.
Outside Warren. Bridges, no one around him. A 3-pointer is right on target. Bridges has got 5 points so far.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
Here's Hart. He's covered by Warren. Back to Ball. From the baseline. Good on the jump shot. He's got 12.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
His father, the bar ball.
Here's Melton. He's covered by Ball.
Michael Jordan. God, my dad was a guy who put a soccer.
Kuzma against Warren. A rebound by the Lakers. AI's got 4 rebounds in this game. The Suns coach Igor Kokoshkov has coached Slovenia to the 2017 Eurobasket title. Doris, the country's first ever European title. It certainly helped put his name on the map.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. This young man has had great success internationally and as an NBA assistant. And how about Kokoshkov, a homecoming in Phoenix? He and his family have maintained a house there for over a decade.
And the Suns call time here.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
So for the Suns, Rocket Vendors. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by court. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bray's checked in for Warren. AI is checked in for the Lakers.
I got to match up with him. That should be fun.
1:30 left in the fourth quarter.
Take it easy on me.
So
okay?
the Lakers 5 right now.
Give me a couple baskets.
LeBron
I'll give you a
and
couple.
Kuzma make up the forwards.
We'll use it out.
Rondo is out there with AI. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Kuzma passes to AI.
Oh, that was horrible.
Astonishing block. The devastating length. Bender sends it home.
Yeah.
Here's Booker. Rebounded by McGee.
Got you back.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Meant to give it to LeBron.
James.
That's exactly who they want at the line, and he comes through again.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a one-point game.
Clear out.
46 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Yes!
That is cold-blooded.
What a shot. He had no fear.
Plenty of time. What are you celebrating for?
Outside Rondo. The feed to LeBron. Count it! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Yeah, there's not a person in this building who didn't know the ball was going to LeBron, and still he delivers.
I didn't know. I thought it was going to me.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. We'll give the pass to Melton. 6 on the shot clock.
Good Buns.
JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
Oh, crap.
AI left side. The kick out to LeBron.
Shoot. Huge burnt LeBron. Win it for us.
To win it. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean,
you're
these
lucky.
are those games that feel so great to win, and really,
you're lucky.
it's like
Yeah,
a
you
knife in
wanna
the
fight
gut
again.
to lose.
All right, that's it for me. Thank you all for watching the whole day. I'll be back on tomorrow sometime. Try to get off work and do exercising. All right, have a good night.